Good morning, student. Today in theme 13, we continue the our topic civil disobedience movement. To that end, the British government convened a series of roundtable conferences in London. The first meeting was held in November 1930, but no one can participate within the side of Indian National Congress. So, through the first meeting or the first roundtable conference, no result then we saw because from the Indian side, from the Indian National Congress, no one participated in this meeting. Gandhiji was released from jail in January 1931 and the following month had several long meetings with the Viceroy. These culminated in what was called the Gandhi-Irvine Pact, by the terms of which civil disobedience would be called off and all prisoners released and salt manufacture allowed along the coast. So these were the demands of the Gandhiji or the Indian National Congress for the Indians in the Gandhi-Irvine Pact. The pact was criticized by the radical nationalists, for Gandhiji was unable to obtain from the viceroy a commitment of political independence for Indians. Now the radical nationalists they were criticized this pact because they wanted the complete independence. Okay, not the some facilities from the Britishers. So they were against this Gandhi-Irvine Pact. Now the second roundtable conference was held in London in the later part of 1931. Here Gandhiji represented the Congress. Now the second roundtable conference was again held in London in 1931 and Gandhiji represented this meeting. Negative attitude of Muslim League, Princess, and the B.R. Ambedkar. They were against. They argued that Gandhiji and the Congress did not really represent all the section of India. Okay, because they were also wanted that not only Gandhiji but the other peoples they had to attached in this meeting. So they were against. They were also showing the negative attitude uh, for this meeting, which was held in London. Gandhiji returned to India with frustration and resumed the civil disobedience movement. In 1935, however, a new government of India act promised some form of representative government. 2 years later, in an election held on the basis of a restricted franchise, the Congress won a comprehensive victory. Now, 8 out of 11 provinces had a Congress uh, Prime Minister working under the supervision of the British governor. Now, here we see in this election, the Congress won 8 seats. Okay, and the Prime Minister of the Congress working under the leadership or under the supervision of the British governor. In 1939, the Second World War started and the Viceroy Litigo declared that the Indians should join the war on the side of the British without consulting Indian National Congress. In protest, the Congress minister resigned in October 1939. Through 1940 to 1941, the Congress organized a series of individual satyagrahas to pursue the rulers to promise freedom once the war had ended. So the meanwhile, in March 1940, Muslim League passed a resolution demanding a measure of autonomy for Muslim majority areas of the subcontinent. Now the Muslim League also wanted the power. Okay. And they were also demanding a resolution. They were also wanted the Muslim majority area in the India. The political landscape was now becoming very complicated. Now it means now the Muslim League in this time not united with the did not united with the Indian National Congress. It was no longer Indian versus that the British. Rather, it had become a three-way struggle between the Congress, the Muslim League, and the British. Entry of Japan on the side of Germany and Italy with this surprise attack on America. Now the Japan attacked uh, on the side of Germany and Italy attacked on the America. Japan's occupation of Burma in March 1942 posed threat to the safety of the British India. Now the Japan occupied the Burma area, Burma country in 1942. So that was the threat of the India or the British India at that time. The British now wanted to cooperation of the Indians because they had fear. Okay, they were feared that maybe the Japan also attacked on the India and occupy our this colony. So the British sent a mission headed by the Sir Stafford Cripps to India in March 1942 to promise Indian domain status after the war ended. So they promised that we gave you the freedom after the end of this Second World War. The Congress demanded the immediate transfer of power to Indians. But the Congress demanded that no, first you give us freedom, then we will give you the help, okay, or join the war. Hence, mission proved a total failure. So, this Cripps mission was totally failure because Indians they were not accepted the request or demand of the Britishers, and the Britishers were not accept the demand of Indians. Hence, this mission was fully failed, and the Gandhiji described the offers as post-dated check. After the failure of the Cripps mission, Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch the third major movement or mass movement against the British rule. This was the Quit India campaign, which began in August 1942. Okay, student, thank you. In the next video, we will start our next movement, Quit India movement. This is the large or the mass movement. Thank you.